Hello, Wemwega. Welcome to another episode of Kikuyu Lesson with the Village Girl. My name is Wanjiru and today I am going to teach you something very interesting. Before we start, if you or your friend or your daughter or your son would like to learn this language, please make sure you reach me through this email address. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and as I always say, if you like this video, please share it. Well, today I'm going to teach you professions, what we call professions in Kikuyu. I have a list and the following will be my honest opinion of how or what we would call these professions in our language. The first thing I should tell you is that any human being in Kikuyu starts with mo, and the plural always starts with a. For example, when we say a person, we say modo, and when we say people, we say ado. When we say a man, moduri, men, aduri. Some of the borrowed words from English or from Swahili may not start with o. They may have the same pattern as in Swahili. For example, in Swahili we call doctor Daktari. So in Kikuyu, that word will say Daktari, but the correct name for doctor is Morigitani. And by the way, when we are talking about doctors, when we talk about dentist, we are going to say Daktari wa magego. When we talk about optician, Daktari wa maitho. The doctor profession will depend on where they are treating. What do we call an astronomer? An astronomer is a person who studies stars. So in Kikuyu we will say muthomi wa jata. Muthomi wa jata. Muthomi means a person who learns or studies. Jata, stars. Number 3, we have architect. Architect is a person who designs houses or buildings. So an architect in Kikuyu we call him or her Musori wa miako. Musori wa miako. Kusora is to draw. So to design we'll say musora. So musori wa miako. The fourth profession we're looking at is a teacher. A teacher is a person who teaches. So a teacher will say mwarimu, which is borrowed from Swahili. The correct one for Kikuyu is morutani. Someone who teaches. Koruta is like to teach. Now, what do you call a student? Morutuo. So morutani, morutuo means someone who is being taught. A cook is morugi, which by the way is a person's name. Morugi means a person who cooks. Now, a carpenter, we'll call him or her fudi wa bao. And why are we saying fudi? Because fundi is borrowed from Swahili. Fundi wa mbao. Now we have a farmer. A farmer we say moremi. Korema means do farming. So when we say a farmer we say moremi. A fisherman will say motegi wa dhamaki. Because to fish in Kikuyu is gotega dhamaki. A policeman or a policewoman will be modigari. A lawyer will be wakiri. And I know wakiri did not start with mo, but it is also borrowed from Swahili, wakili. A hairdresser will be motumiwa juere. Ugotuma means kushona or to knit, to braid. The same way, if we wanted to talk about a dressmaker, we'll say motumiwa guo. A mechanic is a person who repairs machines, especially cars or motors. So we will call him mudhodeki wa mashini, or you can always say mudhodeki wa gari because we are talking about cars. So muthondeki wa macini. An author, a person who writes books or novels, is mwandiki. Mwandiki. So if you are a writer, you are mwandiki. For example, reporters, we say mwandiki wa mohoro, or an anchor will say muthomi wa mohoro. A writer will say mwandiki wa mohoro. Well, I believe if you're thinking about journalism, then we would still call you mwandiki wa mohoro, because we are Kikuyus. We know that if you're working in media, you are a writer of mohoros. A driver will say mutwarithia wa gari. Mutwarithia wa gari. But you can always say derefa. Derefa wa gari. Again, derefa is borrowed from Swahili. A translator will be mutauri. Mutauri, because to translate is gotaura. Gotaura. And in plural, atauri. A judge will be mutuaneri sira. Mutuaneri sira. A baker will be murugi wa migate or murugi wa keki. Again, murugi from cook. Murugi wa migate or murugi wa keki. An actor will be muthaki wa thenema. Muthaki wa thenema. Thenema is videos from cinema. So when we say to watch videos, we say ndirarora thenema, or watching a movie kwirorera thenema. A footballer will be muthaki wa mufira wa maguru, because we call football mufira wa maguru. So if you're a footballer, you are muthaki wa mufira wa maguru. A photographer will be muhuri wa bisa. Muhuri wa bisa, because we call photos bisa. And I think a videographer will call mwoi wa thenema. Mwoi wa thenema, because ni kuchukua video mwoi wa thenema. We call a politician muteti. Muteti. We call a king muthamaki. Muthamaki. And a queen mutumia wa muthamaki. Mutumia wa muthamaki. And the last profession that I'll teach you today is a pilot. A pilot, we say mutwarithia wa ndege. Mutwarithia wa ndege. I just lost my lights when I was recording. I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Wanjiru. Tuonane hede wege. Tigwa wega.